Today we're going to go over the Tensor Magnesium Hollow, the lightest truck ever made. Hollow kingpin, hollow axles, magnesium metal. It doesn't get any lighter than this. It's the lightest that's ever been done, apparently. We're talking 8.3 ounces, which compared to Indy's, which yes, this is a high, but the Indy is 13.9 ounces. That's almost 14 ounces and 8.3 ounces. It's truly incredible. Let's just, like Ted said, go into the specs here. The Indies are normally just normal Indy high. Everything else is 46 millimeters tall. Oh, sorry, 53 millimeters tall. Sorry. The Tensor is 46 millimeters. So you can see we got a low truck here with the Tensors, which is what I like. I like a very low truck. I want my tail to hit the ground immediately. But going with that, like Ted says, there is less insane curve when you're turning. So, which is what I like. Like, I don't skate a lot of bowls or pools or transition and stuff. And so with me, I like a smooth, mellow turn when I'm going up to ledges and things like that. And so this thing has a longer wheelbase than the Indies do. So, like, it's not necessarily going to be your best for pools and half pipes and stuff like that. It would definitely be more of a street truck. So the turning is not as extreme, but I like it. If you like a mellow turn, this is going to be what you're going to want. You're going to want something that's just smooth. But they've got highs, they've got mids, so if you want more turning radius, you can definitely upgrade to the highs or the mids for that too. So that's not too bad.
They got high, they don't have mid. I don't think they have mid.
Okay, I kept thinking, I thought we had two, but yeah, at least the high. You know, the high will give them the turning radius they want.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, this is just, it's the lightness. I can't reiterate enough. Like, me and Ted are getting a little older, not insanely older, but we want as much pop as we had when we were younger. So you kind of start moving towards looking for the lighter things, and this is definitely helpful for that. I've got smaller wheels now. I'm kind of switching down to a smaller board, and these trucks help me get that ollie, that pop that I still had. Because I mean, like we said, we're talking about, I mean, how much less is this? That's like 6 ounces less. That's insane. 6 ounces is so much lighter, and you can feel it when you ollie on the board. You can feel so much more control, like you had back when you were young and full of energy. But there are some drawbacks from what we've heard from people. Like, durability is one thing compared to other trucks. I mean, you can't have hollow axle, hollow kingpin without possible problems. And people have said, aside from my axles bent a little bit, and I've heard that a couple other axles have bent, but I've definitely heard like 4 cases of the pivot point breaking right here where it enters the pivot cup. And I've been skating mine for a year almost now.
His board is in Oregon, right?
And my board's in Oregon, so I can't show you the evidence. Maybe we could get some pictures later to put in here. But it's a year old, and these trucks have been killing it. Like, we've done drops, we've done gaps, we've grinded the hell out of them, and mine have the smallest amount of axle bend, but it's like, it's maintained the whole entire time, so I'm not upset at all with the longevity of these things. I wouldn't be worried about doing it. I would buy them again if they have them in 775. I'm going to try a smaller, even smaller board we'll try to do a review on. But if they had them in 775, I'd get them, and I'd pay $75, $80 because they're so light and work so well. The grinding, we were talking about that in the nose slides. It feels pretty much the same as any other truck. So it just kind of does the job, you know? I had aluminum Tensors like 3-4 years ago when they first came out, and those skated really good. I just didn't even feel like you were grinding on them. And these are almost as good as that. They just grind smooth. As long as you've got wax, they're going to feel good. No slides too. Nothing wrong with that. Good balance.
This shape, I think, is pretty good for.
Yeah. Show them, like, if you check like up close, so they can see it's like kind of rounded. You know,
let's go right there.
Yeah, you can see it's round.
It's kind of. Let's go right. It's a little bit curved, you know.
That too. Yeah, you can tell they did a little bit of like work on the geometry. They didn't just say let's make the lightest truck. They also like put a lot of thought into what they were doing. And yeah, so the kingpin didn't break on me. Kingpin didn't come loose like they do sometimes. Like, nothing for me personally outside of a small amount of axle bend happened with these. And yeah, I can't love them enough. I love them. They're literally, I can't think of a single pair of trucks that I've liked as much as these in 21 years of skating. There's no other truck at this point. I'm about to try the silvers to see how those skate. And that's going to be my next one, to see if the silvers are anywhere close to as good as these. And they're also really light too. I don't remember the exact weight, but the silvers they're going to be light trucks. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. I'd say if you're older,
or you're small and
or you're tiny,
or you're small, like you're a younger kid who feel like your board is very heavy,
right?
Then like I think it'll be perfect. You know?
Yeah, because
yeah,
there'll be less weight for flipping and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, like so. Else. Yeah, if you're setting up like kind of like small board for a little kid and like you're having very hard time like flipping the board or something like that, or even just ollie, you know, like lighter truck will be probably like a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is funny because I'll get on other people's boards and I'll kind of notice how heavy they are now that I've had these. It's not bad, but it just makes me just want to go back to these every time. It is that extreme level of lightness.
Yeah, but if you have a like solid pop, like if you're full of energy and like if you have a solid pop and stuff, then like you probably don't want this because yeah, sometimes like if you're strong, like lighter boards can like flip too much.
Yeah, something. It's a good example, dude, because I've got a friend who I met at the Bellevue skate park. He was the one that broke.
Yeah.
On the front, he was saying that he loved them, and he's really good. He like backside flips over those Jersey barrier things, the orange ones. He's that good, and he broke it, and I think it was because he was just ripping all the time. He just was really good. And that's, like Ted said, this is probably really mainly for the older people and for the younger skateboarders. I'm not sure it's going to take the crazy abuse of 18 stair kickflips and stuff. I don't think so. But yeah, I get it. Personally, this is, like I said, like almost basically practically a 10 out of 10 for me, just because I love how light they are and they turn great. And yeah, like I said, I'd buy them all over again. So I say you come here to 2 feet specifically and ask Ted to just sell me these trucks as fast as you can. And he's pretty quick, so I think he'll be able to do that. But yeah, come here, pick them up. Then you can go home, and before you skate them, you can comment on our videos, tell us what I'm doing wrong and what I'm doing right, and then like it and subscribe, all of those things, and tell Ted how cool he is.
Oh, shut up.
But that's pretty much it. Okay, come buy these.
All right, see you.
Bye.